Well, when we launched with a beta website. And we were delivering, it was the first time we really had to package many different types of goods in a box.
You might know Jessica Alba from blockbuster movies, but what if I told you her biggest role wasn't on screen? It was in business. Most people don't realize that Alba built a billion-dollar company from scratch. Not in tech or fashion, but in diapers, wipes, and cleaning supplies. Yep, she turned a simple idea into the Honest Company, which has now become a goldmine for consultants. The strategies behind her brand are now studied by business schools, advisors, and entrepreneurs everywhere. So let's break down exactly what made her company so valuable in the consulting world. 10. She built the brand on trust, not hype. One of the most powerful moves Jessica Alba made was anchoring the Honest Company in trust. When she co-founded the business in 2011, she wasn't just selling products, she was selling peace of mind. Honest offered baby and household products made without harmful chemicals like parabens, phthalates, or synthetic fragrances. At the time, parents were becoming more aware of what was in their kids' products, but few brands addressed that concern directly. Instead of making vague, natural claims, Alba insisted on transparency. The company provided full ingredient lists, explained their sourcing methods, and committed to avoiding over 3,000 questionable ingredients. For consultants, that level of brand clarity is gold. It showed that when a business stands firmly behind its mission and communicates clearly, trust grows, and trust drives sales. 9. She shared her personal story, and it worked. Alba didn't just create Honest out of thin air. The idea was born after her daughter had an allergic reaction to baby detergent. That moment pushed her to research chemicals in everyday products, and what she found shocked her. Instead of keeping that frustration private, she used it to connect with customers. She was open about being a mom who just wanted safer options. This emotional hook gave Honest something most companies don't have. Consultants now use this as a perfect example of how storytelling drives business. Her vulnerability made the brand feel real. She wasn't a celebrity cashing in. She was a concerned parent solving a problem. That connection helped Honest grow a passionate customer base that saw themselves in her story. 8. She entered the market with perfect timing. When the Honest Company launched in 2012, clean living was still considered a niche market. But Alba saw the trend coming. Millennials were starting to raise families, and they cared deeply about sustainability and safety. A 2015 Nielsen report showed that 66% of global consumers were willing to pay more for sustainable brands, up from 50% just 2 years before. Alba didn't just ride the wave, she helped shape it. She offered stylish packaging, ethical sourcing, and a clean label, all bundled into one lifestyle brand. And she did it before most big companies even saw it coming. For consultants, this shows the power of entering the market at the right time with a well-positioned brand. 7. She turned Honest into a lifestyle, not just a product line. From the beginning, Honest wasn't just about baby wipes. It was about values. The company expanded quickly into multiple categories: household cleaners, beauty products, personal care items, without losing its identity. By creating a lifestyle brand, Honest tapped into a loyal customer base that wanted all-in-one solutions that aligned with their beliefs. By 2016, Honest had over 100 products and was generating around $300 million in annual revenue. This expansion strategy is something business consultants highlight all the time. Start with one solid offering, but plan for scale. As long as the core mission is strong, a company can grow without confusing its audience. That's exactly what Alba did. 6. She used subscription models to drive recurring revenue. One of Honest's smartest moves early on was offering subscription bundles. Parents could sign up to receive diapers, wipes, and other essentials delivered monthly. It wasn't just convenient, it locked in consistent revenue. At one point, these bundles made up about 80% of the company's sales. This is a dream model for any startup, and consultants point to it often. Recurring revenue creates stability, increases customer lifetime value, and reduces reliance on seasonal sales spikes. It also builds habits, which keeps customers loyal. Alba didn't invent the model, but she used it brilliantly in a space where repeat purchases are essential. 5. She didn't go it alone. She brought in smart partners. Jessica Alba was the face and heart of the Honest Company, but she knew she needed the right people around her. She co-founded the company with Brian Lee, who had already co-founded LegalZoom and ShoeDazzle. Together, they brought on top talent, including COO Sean Kane from PriceGrabber and Christopher Gavigan, former CEO of Healthy Child Healthy World. This founding team had serious business chops. They combined Alba's public appeal with deep industry knowledge and operational experience. Consultants always emphasize this. Vision alone doesn't build a company. It takes the right partnerships, advisors, and leadership to turn an idea into a scalable business. Honest's early team is a perfect case study in complementary skill sets. 4. She faced major setbacks and bounced back. Not everything went smoothly. In 2016, Honest faced multiple lawsuits over product claims. One involved their sunscreen, which some consumers said didn't work properly. Another challenged their use of the word natural in some formulations. The company settled several cases and had to rework parts of its labeling and communication. For many startups, this kind of controversy could be fatal, but Honest responded with transparency, reforms, and a clearer commitment to its standards. They hired a new CEO, Nick Vlahos, in 2017, an executive with experience at Clorox, to help refocus the brand. Consultants use this example to teach resilience. Problems will happen. What matters is how a company responds. Alba and her team didn't crumble. They got smarter and more precise. 3. She mastered brand storytelling in the digital age. In a world where attention is everything, Honest became a master of storytelling. Alba used social media, interviews, and YouTube to talk about Honest's mission. Her background as a celebrity helped her land big media spots, but she didn't rely only on that. She consistently communicated the brand's values in simple, honest language. The brand also used content marketing effectively, publishing blog posts, wellness tips, and parenting guides that aligned with their message. This created value beyond the product, which kept people engaged. For consultants helping brands grow online, Honest is a standout model. Authentic voice, clear values, and useful content that builds community. 2. She scaled up with a smart IPO. In May 2021, the Honest Company went public on the NASDAQ under the ticker HNST. The IPO raised around $412 million, and the company was valued at $1.44 billion. This move wasn't just about money, it was about credibility. Honest became one of the first celebrity-founded, clean product companies to go public with that level of success. This IPO gave Alba and her team access to more capital, resources, and attention. But more importantly, it cemented Honest as a serious player in the business world. For consultants, IPOs are complex, but Honest's journey shows how a well-branded company can grow responsibly and attract public investment. Alba's team was disciplined, careful with messaging, and transparent about their growth plans. 1. She proved that purpose-driven brands can be profitable. At the heart of it all, the biggest lesson from the Honest Company is this: doing good and doing well don't have to be opposites. Alba didn't compromise her mission to chase profits. She leaned into it, and that focus helped Honest grow into a company that balances impact with income. According to their 2022 financial report, the company brought in $318 million in annual revenue, with its personal care and wellness categories leading the charge. They continue to innovate with new products, cleaner formulas, and ethical sourcing. They've even committed to climate goals, including carbon footprint tracking. For consultants helping brands navigate modern consumer values, Honest proves that social responsibility is no longer optional. It's a competitive edge. Jessica Alba's Honest Company didn't just sell baby products. It sold a vision for safer, cleaner, more transparent living. And she didn't do it by guessing. She built a company with strong values, smart partnerships, real strategy, and heart. That's why business schools study it and consultants reference it again and again. If you learned something new or enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. We've got more inspiring stories just like this coming your way.